What is up, team? Welcome to our grand finale. Want to welcome Rachel. Rachel will be doing this workout for you. You know the drill. You've already done the other 4 days. Today is the grand finale, our 30-minute finisher. This is a full body workout. For today's workout, you will need a pair of light, medium, and heavy. As I've said before, if you don't have light, medium, and heavy, or you don't have a diverse selection, it's okay. Use whatever it is you have. I've seen everything. There's nothing off limits. Just find something that's going to challenge you and break a sweat today. We have 30 minutes together. We have a lot to accomplish. If at any point in time you need to modify or you need to hit the pause button, like I said, you can always come back to us when you feel rested and recovered. But make sure it is a need. I was going to say want. Make sure it is a need versus a want. Only press pause if you absolutely need to. Otherwise, please try to stay with us on this journey. I promise you, you will not regret it. Team, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. So let's finish strong on this 5-day challenge. Let's get right into it. We're gonna lay down on our backs. We're gonna do a little hip opener exercise here. So very simple, put the bottoms of your feet together and let your hips open up and let your knees fall apart. Very passive movement. You don't need to do anything else. This will be the easiest part of your workout. So please enjoy this moment, because from this point forward, after this, it is going to get very, 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 very exciting. Wouldn't you say, Rachel? Rachel is very excited for this. All right, we got about 10 more seconds. I want you just to hold it. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, team. All right, now straighten out those legs for me. Bring those knees back together. Straighten out the legs. I want you to go into a full sit-up. So Rachel's going to extend those arms above her head and then sit up all the way and then gently roll down onto her spine and repeat that movement. Team, we're here for about 30 seconds. Let's get going. Nice and steady, nice and controlled. Nice work, Rachel. So you'll notice that Rachel is taking a big inhale at the bottom and then exhaling as she sits up all the way to get all the air out of her lungs. Now, when I tell you this is going to be a fun workout, I mean that this is going to be a fun workout. This is a big workout. I'm going to challenge you today. Everything that we've been doing has been leading up to this point. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, stay on your back. We're going to bring those knees in towards the chest. So bring those feet off the ground, bring the knees in towards the chest, hands at the side of your head, and then you're gonna lift your shoulders and your head off the ground, and I just want you to hold it. Now on my cue, when I say release, you're gonna release your legs all the way out. There you go, beautiful. Now bring them back in, hold. Now you're waiting for my cue, so hold it for as long as I tell you. We're gonna get started all together in 3, 2, 1. Rachel is ready, already in position. Release. Good job, all the way out, relax. Now, knees back in, everyone hold. Hold, hold, hold. Push your lower back into the mat. Think of bringing those shoulders off the ground. Don't pull on your neck. And release. Release it all. Let it all go. Let's do it again. A few more reps here. Bring those knees in. This is a great way to activate that core. Static hold on the crunch. So make sure you're squeezing. And release. Team, let's get going one more time. Let's do it again. Beautiful. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Nice. Let's go ahead and turn over onto our tabletop position, and then we're going to step back into a high plank. Now from this position here, you're going to give me a reach. You're going to tap the top of the mat, one hand at a time, 1, and then the other side, 2. The goal of this is not a very big movement. You're just going to activate your core. Make sure you're nice and sturdy and steady through your hips. Let's go. Now, if there's anything you know about me, and if you've already done 4 of my other workouts, but if you haven't, you know by now that I'm very stingy with my recoveries. So after this warm-up, we have about 15 more seconds. We're gonna get right into it, and I'm gonna push you, or I'm gonna challenge you. I want to really reach that point, that edge that we're so fearful of. I want us to reach that edge. I don't want you to go over the edge, but I want you to get near that edge. 3, 2, and 1. All right, team, we're going into some light work, body weight. We're not picking up any weights yet. Think of this first set as an extension of the warm-up. Rachel's already sweating. She's getting her jacket ready to get taken off. I guarantee you in the next 5 minutes, she's gonna have that off and just be ready to sweat with the rest of us. So let's go ahead and go into a squat and lateral step. So Rachel's gonna drop into a squat, step with the right leg, step with the left leg, and then stand up. Beautiful. We're going for 30 seconds, team. Let's go. So again, this first circuit, there's 3 moves in this first circuit. Think of those as an extension of the warm-up. This is your opportunity to explore and see how you're feeling today. See like what's feeling good, what's not feeling good. You know, if you're like me, every day is kind of a coin toss. Some days you feel great, some days might be your lower back, might be your knee. 7 seconds, team, keep it going. You're doing great. Squat, you're gonna step and then step. Keep breathing, connected to your breath. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going back into that plank position. This time we're going into an alternating shoulder tap. So Rachel's gonna get into a plank. Right hand goes to the left shoulder, left hand goes to the right. Notice how steady and strong her hips are. She's not rocking them all left to right. She's holding them really grounded. So let's go ahead and hit it. 3, 2, 1, go. 30 seconds. Again, this may not seem like a big movement, but trust the process. I know some of us are eager to jump in and start doing some crazy work. But if you're doing it right and you're engaging all those muscles, Rachel right now, her core is pulled in tight, her abs are firing, her glutes are firing, her thighs are firing. Everything's working together to make sure that she's not out of control in this move. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Lay down on your back. We're gonna go into some lying leg lifts. So for this, a few ways to do this. The preferred method is you're gonna place your hands underneath your butt. Beautiful, Rachel. Lower those legs without touching the ground and then back up. So you wanna go about maybe 2 inches off the ground and then back all the way up. Beautiful, and then she's exhaling as she's doing that. So she's lowering her legs, exhale as she brings those legs up. Nice and controlled, beautiful work. Let's get going, team. Everyone's in it now. As I always say, don't be late to the party. Right? Sometimes we get distracted and we forget to start and we start 10 seconds late and before you know it, the 30 seconds is up. So I got you for 30 minutes. I want to make sure that you're connected with me, that you're here. Make sure you put your phone on Do Not Disturb. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, team. Let's stand up. Let's get back into that squat with those lateral steps. We're in it again. We're doing this one more time. This is an extension of the warm-up. This is our last opportunity. Take advantage. Just go squat and then step with the right, step with the left. Beautiful. So we're activating those glutes at the bottom of the movement, right? A lot of times people complain that they don't feel their glutes when they're doing squats. And this is a great way to get those glutes firing, again, without load. You can do this movement with a weight, but for the purposes of our workout today, as this is an extension of the warm-up, I want to make sure that our glutes are firing properly because we have some jumping today. Rachel has that grin on her face. We have some jumping today. We have a lot of fun things coming your way. You have no idea. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Back into that plank shoulder tap. So down to the ground, strong through that core. Rachel, tap that right hand to the left shoulder. Beautiful. And then repeat. Everyone, we're in it. Team, let's go. Strong through that core. I don't want to see your butt up in the air. Now, if you need to, again, need versus want, you can always drop to your knees on this one. Exactly. Rachel knew that was coming. And that's okay. You can drop to your knees. No shame at all, right? You got to listen to your body. We got 7 seconds, team. Keep it going. You're doing great. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lying leg lifts, team. Let's turn over onto our backs. Beautiful. Hands underneath your butt. Lower those legs about 2 inches off the ground. Make sure those heels do not touch the ground. And then you're back up into it. Exhale as you lift up. We're in it, team. 30 seconds of work. I call this segment light work because it's just your body weight. After this point, we start incorporating some of those dumbbells. Remember, I want you to have a set of light, medium, and heavy. If you have that available, if not, maybe you just have a medium and heavy set. Maybe you just have a light and something a little bit heavier. Whatever you have available, let's just make sure we're using that. 3, 2, and 1. Team, beautiful work. All right, stand up. I want everyone to shake it out. Rachel, shake it out for me. Let's get ready to rock and roll. We're gonna grab our one dumbbell for me, and I want you to grab a medium set dumbbell here, right? So we're gonna go into a goblet squat. So Rachel's gonna hold this dumbbell like this right there. Beautiful. Now, I prefer as a coach I always cue my clients to go a little bit wider than hip width. That's perfect, not too wide. Toes turned out a little bit so that they're able to sink into that squat and allow their elbows to fall in between their thighs. So Rachel's gonna drop, beautiful, and then stand back up. That's excellent right there. You're gonna do that. Make sure you're holding that dumbbell in the center of your body. We're going for 40 seconds here in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So 40 seconds. The proper breathing mechanics here are inhale as you go down. Inhale, brace the core, exhale as you stand up. Right? A lot of times we overcomplicate the breathing process, but that's the way to breathe. The inhale actually acts as almost like a girdle on your core, and it supports your back. It's kind of like bracing everything in your midsection to support your back. Now, when you're using lighter weights, it's not as important, but as you start getting stronger and you start using heavier weights, it becomes a little bit more important. The proper thing to focus on is, even at lightweight, to execute properly. 3, 2, and 1. Put the weight down. I promised you some jumping. We're to 20 seconds of jump squats. Short, but a lot of work. So give me that jump squat, Rachel. This is a full jump squat. Now, if you need to modify, you can by giving me a power squat. So same mechanics, except your feet don't leave the ground. You're coming off your heels onto your toes. All right, team, we got 20 seconds. Let's go. So even if you're doing these power squats where she's not leaving the ground, you'll notice that Rachel is working and she's moving her body pretty fast, mimicking the same movement. But again, if you're working through an injury, this is the best way to go about it. Maybe you're just not ready. You just started your fitness journey with me. This is a great way to modify. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Grab both dumbbells. I want two pairs. I want a pair of light dumbbells. We're going to lay down on our backs. We're going to go into a sit-up and press. So Rachel's gonna go with her knees bent, elbows right there, perfect. She's gonna sit up all the way, exhale, and then press towards the sky. And that's 1 rep. She's gonna do that again, exhale and press. Team, we got 30 seconds, let's go. Now, if you're working out at home or you're doing this from home and you cannot perform the sit-up, you can always, what they call anchor your feet underneath the sofa. Maybe you have a set of heavy dumbbells. You can also use that as a set of as an anchor point so that you don't have to worry about your feet coming off the ground. I didn't give Rachel an anchor because I want to challenge her. I easily could have, because I could have grabbed some heavy dumbbells, but I decided, nah, not today. 3, 2, and 1. Team, great job. Round 1 is done. We're gonna go through that again. I want you to grab your weight. If you started off on the medium set, which you should have, I want you to go a little bit heavier this time. We're gonna go back into that goblet squat. Feet slightly wider than hip width. Toes turned out a little bit, not so much. That's beautiful, and let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, go. Nice work, Rachel. So drop, good. And you wanna make sure that you're pushing those knees out. You'll also notice that her torso is about 45 degrees. Hold at the bottom. You'll notice that there's a 45-degree angle here, and that's okay. You want that. What I don't want is a complete collapse where you break completely and your chest goes completely over, almost parallel to the ground. We got 15 seconds. You're doing great. Rachel's exhaling as she stands up, inhaling on the way down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drop the weight. Let's go into those jump squats, team. Hit it. We got 20 seconds, or modify if you need to by giving me the power squat, which Rachel is demonstrating. Nice work, good. With power, move a little bit faster. Let's get that heart rate up, right? So this move here is meant to get your heart rate up. There's a method to my madness. This will get your heart rate up, and then those sit-ups will allow you to recover slightly. 3, 2, 1, beautiful, good job, nice work. All right, grab that pair of dumbbells. Keep it on the lighter side. Unless you're ready for a challenge, you can go to medium, your medium set, but keep it on the lighter side. Let's go. 30 seconds, sit up and press. Reason I say keep it lighter is because we're going more I'm not looking for lower repetitions here. And if we were doing a certain number of reps, I would tell you to grab a little bit heavier, but because this is all timed, I prefer for you to stay on the lighter side for a movement like this and really be able to connect with your core. If you go too heavy, you start to focus on just like, you know, your mechanics are off and you start to really utilize muscles that you shouldn't be using, and you lose a little bit of that form, and I don't want that. I'd rather have you focus, keep your form. 3, 2, and 1. All right, team, we're done with round 2. Let's do that one more time. So let's stand up, we're in that goblet squat. If you've been going light on the first 2 rounds, this is your opportunity to go heavier. So take this chance, grab that heavy dumbbell, let's go into that goblet squat in 3, 2, let's go. You've already been here twice, you know the deal, right? This is not a surprise, you know exactly what's coming up. You have 2 more moves here. So how are you going to execute on that? How are you going to perform? Keep your mechanics, don't lose what you've already built in the first 2 rounds. 9 times out of 10, the injuries come on that 3rd set because you pushed too hard and you weren't maintaining proper form. You start to get sloppy because you see the light at the end of the tunnel and you're like, you start to forget those little things. So keep your core tight. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. We got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and time. All right, let's go back into those jump squats or modified. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Nice work, Rachel. So power, good. Lifting those arms up. It's generating that same motion as the jump squat, but not leaving the ground. Get that heart rate up. Remember, this is your sprint. And then those sit-ups act as almost like a jog or walk recovery. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Right, sit up and press. The idea here is that I don't want your heart rate to come all the way down, right? So that's why I have you keep moving with these sit-ups. Let's go. I don't want you to rest and recover completely, right? So a lot of the way that I work and what I found to be the most effective when it comes to fat loss and building muscle at the same time is this kind of training where you basically have, if you were to graph it, your heart rate is kind of curving up and down. There's a little spike, but it's never to the point where it's like an all-out HIIT class. It's always within a certain range, but there's dips. There's what do they call it? Peaks and valleys. 3, 2, and 1. Team, great job. All right, check. Done with that first block. We're moving on to our B block. This is our second block of work. We're gonna go through this 3 times and then we have our finisher and then we're done, okay? So we have 3 moves. We're gonna start with a dumbbell deadlift. Again, you should have a variety of weights. You're already warmed up. So you might wanna start with your medium set before you go into that super heavy set. So let's go ahead and start with a medium pair of dumbbells here. Rachel's starting off with her dumbbells. So the proper form for a deadlift, remember this is a hip hinge pattern movement. It's not a squat. So Rachel's gonna initiate this movement starting with a hinge at the hips. The butt goes back in space, beautiful. Hold it there so everyone can see this. You'll notice that there's a perfect little wedge here. I call this a triangle. You should create a triangle, stand up, squeeze in the booty, beautiful. Go back again, hinge at the hips, the weight stop. Right there, just below the knees, about mid-shin. Go ahead and stand up, Rachel. I know a lot of you are super flexible. The goal of this is not to put those dumbbells all the way down on the ground. If you do that, hold it there. You'll notice that her spine starts to curve. I don't want that. I want you to stop right there because that's where she maintains a flat back and she's not rounding her spine and dumping it onto her lower back. All right, so let's do it. 3, 2, 1, 40 seconds on the clock of work. Similar format to that first block. So you have nothing to worry here, right? You shouldn't be too scared. You should be scared, but just a little bit. You shouldn't be like too scared. This is a similar format. You should be scared on the finisher. That should be legitimate fear. But that's okay. I want you to be a little bit fearful. I want you to be like, what the hell is this guy gonna do next? Because that's where all the excitement is. Beautiful, 15 seconds. There you go. So you'll notice she has that perfect wedge, that triangle right there. I wish I had one of those things I can just like draw. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Put the weights down. We're going into some plyometric lunges. So Rachel's going to demonstrate the full version. So this is a full version using those arms. Beautiful. And pause. Now, if you're working through an injury, you go ahead and move forward, reverse lunge. Beautiful. That's it. Reverse lunge, but with a little bit of speed, a little bit of pep in your step. There you go. Beautiful. That's it. So that's the modified version. If you can give me the full all-out version for 20 seconds, please do. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, let's go. There it is. Nice job. So Rachel's going with it. 20 seconds, breathe. Settle into that uncomfortable heart rate. There's always that initial 5-10 seconds of the movement, but after that you settle into it. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful work. All right, team, we're gonna go ahead and lay down on the ground. We got an oblique crunch. So the way this oblique crunch is gonna work, Rachel's gonna bring her right ankle to her left knee, Beautiful. She's gonna bring that left leg off the ground and she's gonna crunch her left elbow to her right side. That's it right there. Breathe out. I don't need you going for a ton of reps. I'd rather have you connect with the movement so that you can execute properly. Let's go, 20 seconds, 3, 2, 1, hit it. So a lot of times I'll see people trying to crank out 1,000,000 reps when they're doing this and they lose all the tension and focus on their core. If you're really trying to work your obliques and you're trying to work your abs, you want to connect with the movement, make sure your core is engaged, make sure you're breathing. 3, 2, 1, quick transition. Let's switch it over to the other side and we go. Let's hit it. That's it right there. Connect with the movement. Remember, we have 3 rounds here, so I want you to take your time and execute properly. I always say form over everything else. I don't care if you get 100 of these if you don't feel any of them. I'd rather have you do 5 where you really feel them. 3, 2, and time. All right, team, that's the block. Let's do it again. So that's it. We got all the nerves out. We know exactly what we're doing. We're starting with those deadlifts. So Rachel's going with her medium set. She's gonna hinge at the hips. Let's go. Remember, those crunches serve as your recovery, right? If we're looking at it from like a cardio perspective, everything before that is like a run or a sprint at some point. And then this, the abdominal section is where you let your heart rate come down a tiny bit, but not all the way to the point of complete relaxation. That is not, that would be a HIIT class. This is not a HIIT class. There it is, nice work. 10 more seconds, team, you're doing great. Hinge, make sure to feel that stretch through the hamstrings, feel it in your butt. Come up and squeeze in the booty. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Put those weights down. We got the plyometric lunges or jump lunges or modified to do reverse lunges. Let's go. Again, you can pace yourself. If you went too heavy on the first round or you went too fast on the first round and maybe you gassed yourself a little bit, you can pull back on this round to save a little bit of energy and then go really hard on that third round. Sometimes we just need to check our ego and make sure that we're not pushing too hard, and we also need to do the opposite, make sure that we're taking it too easy. 3, 2, and time. All right, team, let's go into those oblique crunches. Let's go with the left ankle on the right knee. There you go, and hit it. There you go, and then opposite elbow to that knee, so it's across the body. And if you mess up and it's not perfect, that's okay. You should watch me working out. It's a complete disaster. There you go, which is why Rachel is doing this, because she can maintain her composure through anything. 3, 2, 1, let's go, switch. I've always said I'm not a Richard Simmons personality. I go for it, Rachel. Let's go. I'm not a Richard Simmons personality. I can't do the whole jazz hands and working out, but I am good at what I do. I'm a good coach, so I continue to coach. 10 seconds, nice work, team. Let's go across the body, really connect, make sure to exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Team, stand up, shake it out. We got 1 more round. All right, so you know the drill. That's it, we've already done it twice. You've been here 2 other times. This is where we challenge ourselves. We go maybe a little bit heavier, or you crank out a few more reps. All right, let's go into those deadlifts in 3, 2, 1, let's go. 30 minutes, that's it. We got 1 more round here, and then we're moving into our finisher, which is a very, in my opinion, I think I would say a very simple finisher, but super effective. Simple, don't confuse it with easy. Simple does not mean easy. That's another big misconception. People always think that taking the simplest answer doesn't always mean it's the easiest. Might be the hardest, right? Sometimes the hardest decisions are the easiest ones because we want to overcomplicate things. 10 seconds, let's go. Squeeze in the booty on the way to the top. Beautiful, keep the abs tight. So same format, inhale on the way down, exhale as you stand up. Perfect, Rachel. 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Plyometric lunges, 20 seconds. I want you to push, I want you to get your heart rate up. Let's go. At this point in the workout, you should be warmed up. You should be ready to rock and roll. You should feel like $1,000,000 right now. Feel challenged, but you should feel like $1,000,000. 6, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Team, let's go down to the ground for those oblique crunches. We are almost there. Rachel, you're killing it. Team, you're killing it. Let's go. One side at a time. It doesn't matter, pick a side. Let's go with it. I'll let you choose. But feel it in those obliques. You should feel this in your abs. Push your lower back into the mat. Squeeze, connect your mind to your body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, Rachel. Let's switch it over to the other side. All right, let's go across the body. Feel it, connect to it. Exhale. And remember, the most important thing that I always tell all my clients, do not pull on your neck, please. I see that a lot in the gym and it drives me insane. 3, 2, and 1. Team, holy cow, we are here, right? So drink some water, take an emotional lap. This is where we put all the pieces to the puzzle together. If you've ever built a puzzle, you know how you have the puzzle and then there's like, you see it, there's like 3 or 4 pieces missing and you're there, right? It's already done. So this is where we're gonna put those last 3 pieces together. We have one simple drill that we are doing today. Rachel is moving the mat to give herself some room because she knows what's coming. Best thing about this drill, we have no equipment. This is something that I've loved for a long time. This is a very athletic drill. They do this a lot for basketball players, for football players, but this is something that translates really well to everyone. So we're gonna have quick feet drill. Again, if you've done some of my other classes, you know what the deal is here. If I say left, you're gonna give me a quick turn to the left. If I say right, you're gonna give me a quick turn to the right. If I say down, you're gonna give me a squat. And if I say up, you can guess it's a jump squat. That's right. Modify if you need to by not doing the jump and just giving me that power movement, moving the arms towards the sky with your heels off the ground. All right, team, we have 3 rounds of 45 seconds. That's it. 3 rounds, 45 seconds. You get 15 seconds in between each round. So we have 3 minutes of work. That's it. So 45 seconds, 15-second recovery. We're doing that 3 times, and then we are done. You can go on with the rest of your day and feel great and fantastic about it. So we live in quick feet until I give you another cue. So make sure you have your AirPods in. Make sure you have the volume up so you can hear me, and follow us as we get going in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Quick feet, everybody. Moving those feet as quick as possible. Let's go left. Let's go right. Let's go down. 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 Left. Everyone's waiting for it. Right. Left. And if you screw up, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Just live in that quick feet. If you mess up, perfectly okay. Left. Up. 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 Left. 15 seconds, team. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Left. Let's go. Right. Left. 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 Down. Up. And time. Good job. You got 15 seconds to recover. This is a short recovery. Rachel, take a deep breath. Everyone at home, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Smell the flowers, blow out the candles. We go in 5 seconds. We do it again. Nothing changes. Let's go. Hit it. Quick feet. Everyone should be in that quick feet. I'm giving us a few extra seconds to get everyone on board at the same time. We're gonna go right. We're gonna go left. We're gonna go left. We're gonna go down. We're gonna go up. We're gonna go down. We're gonna go up. Oof, burns, burns. Left, you got this, team. You're doing great. Right, left, right, left, right. Quick feet, we got 15 seconds, keep it going. Round 2, almost done. That's it, you're almost done with me. You're almost done. 3, down, I was gonna count. I was on the, down, left, just ignore me, up, and time. Team, 15 seconds, we got this. All right, you're doing great. I want you to take a deep breath. Let your heart rate come down as much as possible. It's not meant to come down a lot, it's just meant to come down enough to where you feel like you can talk again. And we go. Last round. The only thing that changes on this last round, team, is when I say the word down, you're gonna go into a burpee. So Rachel, let's go ahead and demonstrate that burpee. Beautiful. All the way down, all the way up. Beautiful, and that's it. That's the modification. So instead of giving me a squat when I say down, you give me a burpee. That's right. So last round, 45 seconds, and you can't say I'm a bad guy because I just gave you an extra 30 seconds of recovery. Team, you should be ready to rock and roll. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, quick feet. Left, right. Now remember, when I say down, it means you go into that burpee. Down, Yes, there it is. Back up. Left. Yes, right. Left. Right. Left. Down. That's the one everybody loves. Everyone hates this one. Left. Right. Down. Oh, there it is. Team, 15 seconds. Up. Up. Down. Up.
Oh no.
There we go. Left. There we go. Rachel got it. Right. Quick feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Team, you are rock star. Guys, you crushed that workout. Take a deep breath. Let your heart rate come down. Make sure to stretch. Please, please make sure to take some time to stretch before you get on with the rest of your day. Let your heart rate come down. Take a few emotional laps. You crushed that. I'm so beyond proud of every single one of you for completing the 5 days. I hope you enjoyed it. As I said before, please drop a comment below. And if you really want to show your support, hit the subscribe button. Also comment, let me know what you want to see, what kind of workouts you want to see, and Rachel and I are happy to bring those workouts to you. But other than that, team, I will catch you all on the flip side. Take care, everyone.